Today
and
too.
Whaley.
I think Mac is most in need of core
I
thinking,
agree.
mental focus, and good
I agree. That
So
was
I
what
think
was
he
gonna
read
say.
that and said, "I've got to give this a whirl."
Okay, now Voke are these pills that are energy slash focus pills,
Yeah,
right?
mental clarity, yes.
Yes.
Not even pills, chewable things.
Chewable
Kind of like Tums almost.
Well, I know there's a guy, Freddie Aretti. That's what I call him. Freddie Aretti. You know Freddie Aretti, right? He played baseball at Pitt, Gateway guy. Awesome dude. He knows the guy who owns this Voke company,
Okay.
right? And Freddie was telling me about this stuff. And I met the guy briefly who came in and owns that company. Now, I was exonerated later on in this conversation because I am a coffee addict.
Yes.
Right. Everybody knows that.
And everybody knows that. I drink upwards of anywhere between 10 and 12 cups of coffee a day. Okay? Which is probably not healthy. But I try to match it with water, especially
no
after I had
sugar,
these.
though. No sugar. Okay.
No, always black. And I try to match it since I had these kidney stones. I try to match it with water, and I'm good now. So I'm fine. I was exonerated from stealing the Voke pills. Okay? You guys were not. So fill me in here.
I took them.
You took the whole thing?
Not the whole thing. No, I took a couple. I took a couple packets. They were sitting in the studio. You see
Yes,
that?
they were sitting
you
there.
can't see this on camera if you're watching on camera, but back over my left shoulder is like this shelf. I sit my backpack on it. Occasionally, Cook sits his stuff on it when he's in here, and the box of Voke was sitting there. And I was looking at it on Thursday because Colin and I were both off for long weekends. I'm thinking to myself, man, my wife and I are going to Chicago. We're going to be up late. We're going to be having fun. I'm going to grab a couple of these and try them. I hear Pony talk about them all the time. They sound fantastic.
And why wouldn't Voke want to spread out the people who are trying their product?
And that's exactly why I figured Pony left them in here, right?
Same here.
Try a sample,
Oh, you
boys.
took some too?
So I took some
There
the
we go.
morning when we first walked in the morning. Remember, I looked. I was like, "What is this, Chris?" And you're like, "I don't know, some type of thing." Pony's
Energy
doing."
supplement, yeah.
And I was reading it. I was like, "Huh." And I took a pack and I ate 2 of the tablets.
They were great. I took them
They were awesome.
Friday in Chicago. We were up till like 4 a.m. on Friday.
I took
it was
one
awesome.
pack though. I took one.
I took 2.
You guys are never gonna believe this.
Uh-oh.
I took a pack.
Oh. Now, hey,
See,
hey,
now I'm the only person that didn't take it.
You're totally exonerated.
Yes.
Caffeine King, you are exonerated.
See, I thought
Yeah.
that they would be for everybody if it's in here.
It's in the studio.
Right.
Wouldn't that be?
He's left them on the ledge outside the
Right.
studio
Now,
before
didn't we
where
meet
food
the guy?
goes.
I met the guy. I think Scott was his name, maybe.
Hey,
that owned
compliments
the
to them.
company. He was outside of Craig's office, and he couldn't have been nice. I believe his name was Scott. And Fred, that guy Fred, you know Freddie Aretti,
Yes.
right? We call him Freddie Aretti, IRITI, Freddie Aretti. He's from Gateway, Monroeville. Super good dude. He knows that dude, and he
Okay.
was telling me about Voke. But I said, Fred, like I drink so much coffee, I don't need this thing. But you guys took it. Why is this a negative?
I don't know.
I don't
Here's
know
the
either.
And
problem.
Pony leaves
Pony
stuff
leaves
laying
his
around like
crap.
this is his studio.
This isn't his
Everywhere.
studio.
Have you gone back in the lounge area
Right.
lately?
Right.
There
Oh,
is
you mean Pony's bedroom?
Yes.
exactly. It's like a 13-year-old's bedroom. There's crap strewn about. There's clothes. There's important paper. There's a not a duffel bag, like
a briefcase.
a briefcase back there that looks like a station-issued bag. And so I looked at it to see if like there was station stuff in it. Does it need to be returned?
Anyway.
And there's like Pony tax documents in there. Like his property assessment form.
See, that's the bigger issue here, is that
just
Andrew
leaves
works
it
in a
laying around.
shared workspace
Yes.
and feels as if it's his. So that's why when I walk in here at early in the morning, I put my stuff down. There's never anything that I put down that doesn't leave with me at 10 in the morning.
Same here.
We leave this place in better condition than we find it in the morning.
Easily.
And nobody leaves anything back in the lounge area. Nobody leaves stuff strewn about. We clean up after ourselves better than anybody at this place.
What Colin was saying, and it's a great point. Why is this a bad thing?
Why wouldn't you want as many people
Right.
as possible to try this
I mean,
product?
I loved it. Like I hope they come in and bring us boxes of it because this is exactly what somebody like myself needs.
All right, let me make this statement to Mr. Voke here. Who I saw Pony had a Voke hat on and everything.
Nice hat.
Yes, I drink coffee, so I would be interested in trying your product, but more so Chris and Dorn and Adam would be much more interested in trying your product because they don't drink as much coffee as I do. That being said, we would be a wonderful platform for Voke.
Yes.
And
we
we've already
would've-
tried it, and we love it.
They loved it. We would be Pony is trying to hoard the Vogue. We would, from a Vogue standpoint, be much more apt to supply the product, to get the word out, to make it something that is much more widespread and something that you could disseminate to a much more vast audience if you used us, the Fan Morning Show, rather than the PM team.
Yeah, we'll provoke a lot of people to.
Yes.
Look at you.
So there you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We're here till 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Stop by, see us, knock on the door. We'll be here again tomorrow. Be here again on Monday. Stop by.
I mean,
we can do a lot. We've already done a lot for Vogue.
We've already sung your praises on social media.
Colin, what do you do right after the show every single day?
I go and I work out.
And you know a lot of people that work out that would probably
Love the
that.
Vogue. The Vogue, yes. But imagine me taking one packet and handing it to somebody. Then it's like it's an armed robbery of the century by Pony. But anyhow,
Come on.
I'm glad I was exonerated, though.
Best I've ever felt my whole life whenever I took that the other
best
day.
show I've ever.
Yep.
best
Friday
show.
night, had a blast.
Be here.
All because of the Vogue.
Fan Morning Show for Vogue. Check it out online, Vogue. Anyhow.